Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in to another weekly spirit boost. I'm Tammy Mastroberte, best-selling author of the books The Universe is Talking to You and my newest, The Higher Help Method. My camera is being weird on Facebook, so let me fix that. How is everyone doing? Welcome in. Today, I teach, if you're new to me, I teach people how to tap into what I call the divine higher helpline of the universe. So what does that mean? There we go. Now my thing is good. What does that mean? That means that we have an entire universe of higher helpers available to assist us in anything that we want help with in our life. And so today I want to focus on using the higher help method for intuition and spiritual connection. So if you are trying to, whatever you're trying to do, you could be just starting out with intuition and trying to open it for the first time. You could be looking to enhance or expand your intuition, sort of grow it or take it to the next level. It might be that you struggle trusting your intuition. That's something that I hear a lot from people, sort of trusting or believing the intuitive guidance that comes through. So that could be something that you need help with. It could be just strengthening and maintaining your spiritual connection throughout the day and throughout your life. It could be that you want help with your spiritual growth, with the studies that you're doing, with the things that you are learning, the new tools that you're learning. All of that sort of falls under the category of spiritual connection. And in the book, The Higher Help Method, the last chapter of the book, chapter 11, is all spiritual connection and all the tools to assist you with that, including the higher helpers, the crystals, the specific prayers that I've customized, the focused gratitude exercises, and of course, rituals as well are in there to enhance your spiritual connection, and psychic and intuitive development falls under that. So today, I want to give you some tips around the higher helpers to call in specifically when you're asking for help with this, and then crystals that you can use, carry with you, have in your home, in your spaces, your office, your car, etc., that can help you in this area of your life. Before we jump in, I just have to say, if you guys still want in on that free class with me, time is running out because the class starts next Tuesday. So if you want to be in the 2-part Higher Help Method class where I walk you through the book, we're going to do live exercises. I'm going to answer your questions. We're going to do meditations. It's going to walk you through the book and help you customize it to your life. You have to get the book and go to the page. It's either linked in my bio on Instagram or linked under the description on YouTube or Facebook. You have to go into that page, purchase the book, go back to that page and enter your name, email, and the order number, and then you will be in for the class plus the other bonuses. And one of the bonuses is my actual opening your intuition meditation, where we're calling in higher helpers to actually open up and clear our chakras. So I want to mention that first and foremost, because literally next Tuesday, the class starts, and then all of those bonuses are going to go away. We're not going to have them available anymore. So if you're going to buy the book or you haven't bought the book, now is the time to do it to get into that class. If you've bought the book and have not gone and entered your information to get into that class and get those other bonuses, go to that link as well. Again, in my bio and here, it's just tammymastroberte.com/higher help method. And make sure you enter your name, your email, and whatever order number you have. I know some people were struggling with an order. If you do the Audible version of the book, just email editor@elevatedexistence.com and let us know about the Audible version, and we can help you with that. Okay, so I just had to say that because the 2-part class is happening May 7th and May 16th. So it starts next Tuesday. So let's get into the topic, and feel free to post your questions on intuition and spiritual connection and using the higher help method in these areas of our life. Of course, we have Callie in my lap here. So let's start with who to call on to either open your intuition for whether you're just starting out or you're looking to expand it. This is also, I would call on these higher helpers if I'm going to do intuitive work. So maybe before an oracle card reading or using my pendulum to try and figure something out. And if you don't know how to use a pendulum, stay tuned for that because I teach a yearly class on it every July. Or if I'm doing automatic writing, right? Or whatever sort of intuitive work I'm doing either for myself or someone else, these are the people that I would call on, but also just to help me grow my intuition, open myself up more in general. And there's prayers in the book that you can follow to open intuition. And then I also have a prayer specifically called opening the channel that I say do before you go and do the intuitive work. But let me just give you some higher helpers to call on for this, that you can either start prayer you're already saying, add to my morning prayer, which you can get free at tammymastroberte.com. It's one of the 3 tools for higher helpline communication that I give for free there. So the first one is Archangel Christine. Archangel Christine is the archangel that governs the crown chakra, right? The crown chakra, which is our connection to the higher realms, to higher consciousness, to the information coming through from whether it's our angels, our guides, higher helpers, loved ones. That's sort of the channel, right? And so Archangel Christine works to open up that chakra. This cat gets me every time with her hair gets stuck to my lipstick, but I can't not let her sit in my lap. So I would call on Archangel Christine to open you up to higher wisdom, to open you up to that higher consciousness and allow guidance to flow through. Archangel Gabriel, the archangel of communication, right? This is divine communication. This is higher guidance and communication. But calling in Archangel Gabriel can help you to receive that communication. I like to call in Archangel Gabriel, especially if I'm doing any type of automatic writing, because I find that I ask him specifically to help, Archangel Christine to open the crown chakra and allow it to flow through, and Archangel Gabriel to allow me to communicate those messages onto the Gabriel anytime I'm doing any type of writing in my business, in my work, for my books. So, but communication includes your intuitive and higher communication. So he would be an angel I would call on. Archangel Haniel, Haniel, actually known as the angel of communication and the angel of intuition and divine communication. Archangel Haniel can also open you up to signs and synchronicities around you. So if you are someone who struggles with noticing the signs around you, with noticing the guidance coming through and noticing those answers, Archangel Haniel would be your go-to for that specifically. But again, I like to stack these higher helpers together when I'm working on a specific area of my life. But if anything I'm saying to you, you go, oh yes, that's it. That's the higher helper I want you to start adding in. Okay, so Archangel Jeremiel, which is actually spelled Jeremiel. Archangel Jeremiel is amazing with helping you open up your clear seeing. So the third eye chakra, clairvoyance. I couldn't think of the clairvoyance, psychic seeing. Also, Archangel Jeremiel is amazing with dreams. So if you want messages in your dreams or you're trying to understand messages from your dreams, Archangel Jeremiel is amazing for that. I also love Archangel Sandalphon. I always call on him for grounding. It's said that he sort of stretches from the heavens down to the earth and can ground you into the earth, but can also help you bring through the messages. So he's excellent for opening you up to signs, to communication, to messages, but also grounding you in your body, which is super important for intuition. You don't want to be floaty and flighty and not sort of grounded and centered and balanced, because it will be harder to bring those messages through. So I like adding him in. For the goddess world, and I'm not giving you everybody that's in the book, obviously, I'm kind of handpicking people, but in the goddess world, there is a Greek goddess called Goddess Hecate, Hecate. I may be pronouncing these wrong. You should have seen me when I was doing my audiobook. We kept having to look up how to pronounce things because all of them are so different. So she is a Greek goddess of communication, specifically if you're trying to communicate with loved ones on the other side. She sort of is very good with that. It was said that she used to be able to journey between the worlds of this world and the other side with ease. And so she can help bring messages through to you. Let's see. I would also call on Lady Portia. Lady Portia is one of my favorites. She's actually the twin flame to Saint Germain, who's the keeper of the violet flame. She's known as sort of the keeper of the sacred heart, which is said to be the feminine aspect of the violet flame. So, and the violet flame can transmute energy, clear energy, and things like that, kind of transmute things from negative to positive. But what I love about her is she not only can help you access and open your intuition, but she can help you because of that violet flame or her sacred heart. She can help you clear blocks to intuition. So if you feel like you are blocked in some way, or there's something keeping you from trusting yourself or keeping you from accessing the signs, she's excellent with that particularly. That's why I love calling on her for those aspects. And then on the more practical side of the thing, because you know me with higher helpers, if you've followed me for a while, I don't just call on these ascended masters. I'll call on people who have lived and mastered different things that are now on the other side. So there's an amazing author named Jane Roberts. She was a channeler, and she was the author of all of the Seth books, Seth. It's called the Seth material. I remember reading a couple of those books years ago and just being fascinated by it. And if you haven't heard of that, I encourage you to look it up. But she channeled Seth, which I believe was a group of beings, if I'm remembering correctly, because it's been a while. And so she channeled that into these books, and she would verbally channel. And so who better to call on, especially if you're trying to do channeling work. But if you're trying to do anything around intuition and bringing messages through, Jane Roberts can assist you, not just in, and when I say assist you, by the way, I don't mean like help you just to make it happen. I also mean give you the ideas, point you in the direction to a resource that might help you, right? So I would call on her. I would also call on Sylvia Brown. Now, Sylvia Brown, when she was alive, some people loved her, some people did not. I'm giving you all of the options. You call on whom you resonate with, right? You do not have to call on all these. That's why I give you so many options. But Sylvia Brown was a psychic, a medium who did a lot of work, wrote a lot of books, and is someone that you can call on for assistance, again, if you resonate with her. She tends to, some people, again, loved her. Some people didn't like her, didn't believe her. Up to you, but she was a great resource, right? She put great information out there, a lot of teachings on how to connect. So she would be another one. So those would be the higher helpers, just around sort of opening your intuition, growing your intuition, anything around that. Now, one of the biggest things that I find with people, and even myself, I still do it sometimes, is the trusting our intuition aspect. So the aspect of how can I trust the information coming through? How can I trust that this is really an intuitive hit and not just my imagination? How can I trust and follow? How do I know that it's a sign, right? So there are a couple people that I would add into the mix specifically for this. Number one is Archangel Faith, right? So Archangel Faith, who's actually the twin flame to Archangel Michael, I believe, can help you develop trust and confidence in your own abilities and in the information that's coming through. She would be who I would call on for that. And also I would go back to Lady Portia, who I mentioned earlier, because she can help you clear those blocks. And sometimes it's a legitimate block to information coming through, but sometimes it's a block of us not trusting ourselves, not trusting the information, not trusting the universe as a whole. So that's where I would call her into that piece. Now, moving on. If you are looking under the spiritual, this is the way that I'm doing this is intuition and spiritual connections all under the same umbrella, right? So let's say you struggle with meditation or mindfulness, or whether you're doing a longer meditation and a breathing technique, or whether you're doing one of my minier meditations, 60 seconds to 3 minutes that I talk about. Who would I call on if you're struggling around meditation and making those connections and getting quiet within yourself? The first person I would call on would be Buddha. Who better to help you to center yourself, to assist you in that practice of meditation, right? I would also call on Dr. Wayne Dyer. He wrote a whole book called, I think it's called Getting in the Gap, from years ago, literally just talking about meditation and just talking about that piece of it. And he was a huge meditator, and he talked about it and he shared about it, and he is now on the other side. Why not ask him for assistance in that area of your life? And then I would call on the Zen Buddhist monk who had passed a few years ago now. It's been a bit. Thich Nhat Hanh. Thich Nhat Hanh, which is Thich, because it doesn't sound like it's pronounced. Nhat is the second word. Hanh is the third word. He literally traveled all over the world. I remember seeing him in New York City and going to an event at, like, I don't know if it was Radio City Music Hall or the Beacon Theater or something. I can't remember. It might have been the Beacon Theater, where he just taught meditation and mindfulness, and he did a whole group meditation. It was a beautiful experience. Before he passed, I was able to do that. This is going years back in New York City, but his whole thing was not just Zen Buddhism, mindfulness, meditation, all of that. If you are struggling and need help with that, call on him. Okay. Now, the last thing, the last aspect of this, I think, is if you are struggling with spiritual growth, you feel like you're not expanding, you feel like you're not absorbing the information that you are learning or reading in classes or anything like that. And if you feel like you just need assistance in that, in just your spiritual discipline of doing the practices, right? So there are specific higher helpers that would fall under this aspect as well that I would add in. The first one is Archangel Metatron. And Archangel Metatron is great to assist you in, like, acclimating to the growth, to the openness and the expansiveness and the ascension that you are experiencing when you kind of step onto a path and are trying to grow and accelerate. He's amazing at helping you to stay in balance. He can balance your aura specifically. So calling on him to help you balance your aura. But he's also great with opening psychic gifts and with adjusting energetically to, like, big energy changes in your life. So all of that sort of falls under that spiritual growth bucket. And then Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel, any student of anything, if you have students, children, grandchildren that are learning, he helps in any type of learning, but of course can help you in your spiritual studies, to do the work, study it, understand the teachings, understand what you are learning. So he would be someone to call on. And then Serapis Bey is an ascended master, and he's who I would call on for if you're looking for that discipline, right? Where, like, the discipline in using the tools and doing the practices and doing the ritual, in doing your focused gratitude, in doing the prayers, in doing the mini meditations, right? Anything that you are doing on a spiritual path that you need more discipline, you just say, I'm procrastinating or I'm skipping it, or that's who you call on, Serapis Bay. So he kind of falls under that as well. And then again, getting into the more human realm that I think of people that you might know, of course, Dr. Wayne Dyer. Of course, Dr. Wayne Dyer, for all things spiritual that you are studying and trying to grow from. And Louise Hay, founder of Hay House, who literally disseminated, I don't even know how many books before her death through her publishing company that is still going on today. And she taught self-love, healing the body, affirmations, mirror work, so many different things. So anything around spiritual growth and studying and learning that you're doing, asking her to assist you. And then there's an amazing woman who passed named Barbara Marks Hubbard. She was the co-founder of, I think it's called the Foundation for Conscious Evolution, which is still out there today. She wrote many, many, many books, really just all about expanding your consciousness and growing and evolving on your spiritual path. So she would be another person that I would call on under that particular topic. Okay. So I'm going to take questions. So if you have any questions, pop them in into the comments. But before I do that, I want to just talk a little bit about crystals that you can use, which the way that I view crystals is really a way to harness the energy of the universe, right? Crystals, the majority of them are from the earth, right? They're not man-made. Some of them are enhanced, but many of them really, really come from the earth, and they have different energies, and that energy can affect our energy, right? Our physical energy. So of course, there's crystals for intuition, for opening yourself up, for raising your vibration. Okay. So for raising your vibration, amethyst and clear quartz are my go-tos every time. Nothing works as wonderfully, and especially if you combine them, than amethyst and clear quartz to raise your vibration. Clear quartz also amplifies the energy of any stone that it's with. And it's a huge, both of them are very healing, especially clear quartz, but amazing to boost your vibration. Amethyst is also opens up the third eye and the crown chakra. So anything around opening your psychic abilities, amethyst is helpful with. Another stone that I love for intuition is angelite. It's a beautiful blue stone, and it literally connects you to the angelic realm. And when I say using these stones, by the way, you can carry them with you, you can wear them, you can hold them while you meditate. You can hold them while, or have them in your lap while maybe you're doing automatic writing or anything like that. All of these can be used. Apophyllite is another clear stone that I love. And that's also third eye and crown chakra. And it really kind of can help you open up your inner vision. It's sort of known for the third eye chakra. And another one that I use, that I like to use, that helps you get higher guidance, communicate with the higher realms, is blue-green kyanite. So it's actually kyanite that is a mixture of both blue and green. The blue, I think, connects to the third eye. The green connects to the heart chakra. And that's amazing for just connecting you with those higher realms. The Herkimer diamond, again, another clear stone. And that is, it's called the stone of attunement. And it really does attune you. It's a crown chakra stone. So it really can open you up again to that higher guidance. So that's another great one. Iolite, I love specifically for the third eye and for clear seeing or clairvoyance. And then labradorite is first of all, it's one of my favorites because it's beautiful. I should have had one here to show you if you've never seen it, but it's gorgeous. It sort of has that I think they call it chatoyancy or something like that, but like when you turn it, it changes different colors. It's like usually has like blue and green and maybe yellow, sometimes some pink in it. And labradorite is amazing for you if you are struggling to get signs, if you are struggling to notice the answers. Labradorite is, again, a third eye clairvoyance, but can help you notice and tune into the signs and synchronicities around you. And then the last one I would say, and again, these are all in the book under the spiritual connection chapter. But there's something called phantom quartz, which is actually clear quartz, but it has like mineral inclusions in it. So I guess that's why they call it phantom. But that also can heighten your intuition, can open you up, and can unblock, if you feel you're blocked, the third eye and the crown chakra. So those are my go-to crystals under this realm. And so you can choose any of them. And like I said, you can wear them, you can carry them, you can have them in your environment, especially if you meditate in a certain area, I would have these stones. But you can use them when you are doing intuitive work. So all of that sort of falls under that umbrella. And I wanted to come on here to just chat and tell you a little bit about them. Again, it's all in the book. And if you already have the book, make sure you go to the link in my bio and the link in the description under YouTube and Facebook to get into that 2-part free class that starts next Tuesday. That's walking you through the book. We're going to do the live exercises, meditations, all of it. I can't wait. I'm planning it now. And if you haven't ordered the book, go to that link. You can order the book directly from that link. And then you can also get into that 2-part free class, plus a bunch of other bonuses. But I'm just telling you, the class starts on next Tuesday. So this is my last weekly spirit boost before it. And I want to make sure if you want in to get in on it, because it's free. All you have to do is order the book. And I wonder if it's still, last time I checked on Amazon, they had my book on sale. And I was like, oh, why did they do that? I have no idea, because it's still a #1 new release on Amazon, but it's actually on sale right now. I'm looking, the paperback version is on sale for $18.89 instead of $20.99, which is amazing. Even the audio is the audio book, it says 1 credit, but the Kindle is on sale too. You guys, I'm just looking. The Kindle is on sale too for $12.99. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I don't know why Amazon does this. I have absolute zero control over it, and I believe neither does my publisher, but Amazon just does this sometimes. So anyway, it's on sale, which is crazy because it's a brand new book, but it's on sale now. I don't know for how long, because again, I have nothing to do with it. But I just happened to notice when I went to look at it recently that it's been on sale for the past couple days and it's still on sale. Okay. So let me get to questions. If you guys have any questions and comments before I move on, I actually have to prep. I'm being interviewed on a relationship podcast. I think it's called Relationship Advice today at 1:30 Eastern. So I have to go get ready for that. But before I do that, let me see some of your questions or comments. Feel free to post them now. On anything that I talked about, or anything related to the book, the method, your spiritual path. Okay. So Susanna says, where to find the place to put the book receipt. So if in the link underneath this live should have it. You just go to that link, or you can just go to, it's Tammy Mastroberte. So my website, tammymastroberte.com/higherhelpmethod. If you go to that link, you'll see it says step 1, you buy the book. Step 2, it says enter your details to receive your bonuses. So you're going to enter your first name, your email address, the receipt number, and click sign up. And then that will send your information to us. We can check it out. And then you'll get access. You get immediate access to many of the bonuses on the page. And then you'll also get in for that 2-part class that's happening starting May 7th, also the 16th on Zoom with me. I can't wait. I did a class like that for my last book, and the questions were amazing. So much great stuff came out of it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, June said, are you sending a reminder email link for the class on Tuesday? Yes, 100%. So I'm going to be sending, so if you've already signed up for it, you will be getting an email this weekend, starting this weekend, with the link, and then you'll get a reminder email on Monday, and you'll get a couple reminder emails on Tuesday. So if you don't get it for some reason, if your email got blocked, or if you signed up for it and you're not getting it, email us. You can email Mary Jane, support@elevatedexistence.com, and she will get on it and make sure that you get the Zoom link and the information. But that's it. So you'll get an email this weekend, and then again, reminder emails will go out Monday and the day of the class. I'm all on that because I want to make sure nobody misses it. Mary said she loves Sylvia Brown. You read every one of her books. Yes, some people love her, some people don't. To each his own. That's why I give you a million different options, and you call on whoever you and Carrie said she loves her too. Me too. I met her once 20 years ago. She was amazing. Yeah, I like her, so I don't know. That's just my thing. But yeah, that's why I put her in the book, because she taught intuition, right? So who better to call on? Okay, let's see. Michelle, you said those crystals are my favorite. Are they the ones that I was sharing with you? I love all of them. I love all of them. I'm like a crystal-aholic, really. Mary said you made me buy one of those diamonds, the Herkimer diamond. It's a lot less expensive than a real diamond. That's the good. Well, I mean, it is a diamond, but you know what I mean, like a diamond. I have to clear it and set the intention before I wear it. I call it my Tammy diamond. Easier to say than Herkimer. You made me buy this. That is hysterical. Tammy diamond is definitely easier to say. That would be great if there was a diamond named after me, because maybe I could convince my husband to get it for me. Okay. Belinda says your book apparently only arrives on May 18th. So I don't know where you ordered it from. But you can take the class without the book for now, because we're going to be doing stuff live. And then I'm going to be giving you stuff to follow afterwards that you could use in the book as like homework, or what you can start using in your life. So you can just take notes and then start using it once you actually get the book. But the class itself, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff live with you, so you don't have to have the book for that piece. I'll be referring to it, but as long as you're getting it, you should be good. Yes, the order number is the same as the receipt number, depending on where you buy it from. But yes, usually call a receipt number. It just depends if you're buying from Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Some people are buying directly from Sounds True, which is my publisher. There's Bookshop. There's so many different places that people buy from. Mary said she has the book, and I'm going to use one of my Kindle credits to get the audio version. Oh, that's awesome. Yes. Well, I read the audio version. So then you'll sort of actually, what I like about that is, like, if you have the physical book and you just want me to read the prayer, right? So you just go to that section of the audiobook every day, and you can just hear me read the prayer every day, and you can just follow along with me. Okay, let's see. Okay, Vanessa says, in the book for the release toxic relationship energy. Oh, yes, that's under the relationship chapter. If you have more than one person to release, do I have to do one at a time, or can you include them all together? I would do them one at a time. Because you want to focus your energy on that specific person. So I wouldn't, because you're really, the way that exercise works is you're communicating with the higher self of that person. So I think if that's the one that you're talking about, I don't want you to have to communicate with multiple people in one session. So I would do it one at a time. Just work on one and then do it however many times. I usually tell people 3, and then go to the next one. Go to the next person. That's how I would do it. I wouldn't group them together, because you really want to focus on the one person and stopping that sort of negative flow. If that's the exercise you're talking about, which I think that's what you're talking about. Belinda, you're in the UK. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the UK Amazon, because I think it shows in stock. I just don't know why their shipping is behind for whatever reason. Yeah, you said from Amazon. So, but yeah, you can still take the class, and then just take the notes. And then once the class is over, you go back to the book and you can refer to anything that I spoke about. What time is class on Tuesday? 6 p.m. Eastern. And yes, there is a replay. I won't get rid of, you'll have the replay for, like, as long as I have my website, I don't get rid of it. So if you can't make it live, you can still access the replay it's usually available the day after the live. And then we'll do the next one on the 16th, and that's also going to be 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay, yes, Vanessa, that's what you were talking about. I would focus on one person at a time and then move to the next person, because I feel like it's going to get too complicated and muddied if you try and throw a bunch of people in. Okay. Okay, did I miss anything? I think I got everybody's questions. So, oh my gosh, I've been on here for a while, but I wanted to give you all of the resources from the book. If you have the book, this is just sort of a refresher slash pointing stuff out to you that you can use. But again, if you have the book, make sure you get in on that class, tammymastroberte.com/higherhelpmethod. And if you don't have the book, you can get it on sale at Amazon right now, and then go to that page as well and get in on the free class. We have like, I don't even, the last time I checked, there's maybe like 1,000 people. I cannot wait. I know you won't all be live with me, but I can't wait to do it. So I'm excited about it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be 2 parts, and I love teaching and guiding you and walking you through all that stuff. So looking forward to meeting you guys in that class. So thank you all for being here. I am going to go get ready for my 1:30 podcast interview, and make sure, I always say it, but make sure you do something that brings you joy this weekend. Small, large, 5 minutes, an hour, whatever it is. Do something just for yourself that makes you feel good, that brings you joy, that makes you happy, that boosts your vibration. You deserve it. You need it. It's important when you are creating. It's important for everything. So do something. That is your homework for the weekend. Have an amazing, wonderful, and elevated weekend. I'll be back here next week. Next Thursday at noon Eastern time. I'm thinking I'm actually going to be talking about protecting and clearing your energy, and how to use the higher help method for that. Because I think I haven't talked about it in a long time. And it's actually part of that spiritual connection chapter, but it really deserves its own thing. So I think that's what I'm going to talk about next week. But thank you all for being here. Sending you my love. Have an amazing and beautiful and elevated weekend. And I will see you back here next Thursday at noon Eastern. Bye, everyone.